Hello, Big Brother fans. I don't have a whole lot to say, but watch me talk for 10 minutes. This is review of episode 10 of season 13. Danielle trying to justify her reasons for bringing Dominic in as a partner. Excellent, excellent. I mean, it might really have been, the reasoning, but if that was like a last second kind of thinking, kind of just pulling it out of the bag, that was excellent reasoning. I couldn't have come up with anything better myself. Saying that, that she lost her partner early on in the game and everyone still had their partners and her needing someone to rely on is absolutely correct. I mean, it's not like she really needed to justify that, but it was just, basically just because she got caught, with her backfiring of her backdooring. So, yeah, that kind of sucked. I have to admit, I'm really kind of sad to see Dominic leave because I know Mrs. E Numbers, you were not a fan of him, but I think that he would have played a really good game. He would have been legions better than the floaters, the spineless jellyfish. He had a brain, and he was not afraid to use it. I mean, come on. During the first week, he had the bright sense to grab one of each of the four couples of the newbies to create the regulators. It's sad that he didn't say, okay, we bit the big one, and then bring in the partner. Well, that wouldn't have worked because Portia was already in the veteran's back pocket. But, they could have moved to bring in another team member and just said, this is it. We're sticking together. Come on now. We can do this. But, he didn't have the foresight to reinforce his, or regulate his regulators, Kalia finally got more airtime. Finally! We still are clueless as to Shelly's game, other than, she's willing to just be as far up whoever's butt she can be. Whether it's Jeff and Jordan or Rachel and Brendan or whoever, she's just like the epitome of a floater at this point. I would like to see her do something. I would like to see her come up with something. I would like to see her do something. You know what I mean? Lawan is just a dumbass. I'm sorry, but it's like if he left tomorrow, I don't think I'd even remember his name, to tell you the truth. So it was really nice to see Kalia get some airtime. Her lying straight up to Jordan's face, saying, if I'd known, I would have come straight to you, sir. And then Jeff confronting her. Was it Jeff or Brendan? Whichever. I don't remember. Oh, it was Brendan, because the way he was treating her and talking to her. He does have a very high-handedness towards people, like as if no one is at his level, and someone who has to consistently bring up the fact that they took classes for rocket science, this and this and that, and I'm going to my PhD. Someone who has to constantly say that, insecurities, yes. I thought that Dominic's speech at the end was aces. Seriously, I thought that was a really good speech. I understood where he was coming from, that he wanted to fire up the masses and people to stop and say, oh my God, was he talking about me? Am I one of those spineless jellyfish? And what can I do to not be a spineless jellyfish and really make a play in this game? I'm hoping that worked on them. I really do, because it will be nice to see them start to finally play now that we're dumping all the teams and going on to singles. Pretty much everyone except for Danielle, everybody except for Danielle voted for Dominic. She voted out Adam, and that was kind of funny because they made it a point to say that she'll be your best friend but won't even give you a pity vote. Well, she proved them wrong. She gave a pity vote. I don't know about the last couple of who else was. Let's see who else was. gone, because really I don't think that there's anyone that she really was close enough to that has been eliminated from the game that she would have given a pity vote to. There was Cassie, there was Keith. That's it, you know. She didn't really have, as far as I can remember, a relationship with either of them. The golden key holders in the game, that's all dissolved, and I don't know, it just kind of seemed, I don't know, because Danielle got that golden key for during the first week, but then so did Portia. Is that, I don't know, how did they figure that out? Because there were supposed to be 4, so really, if Evil Dick hadn't left, we'd still be going till next week with that golden key thing. So I'm wondering how the executives or whoever is the mastermind behind this game, how they're making up for that extra. So the duos are done. It's only individual play. And Julie did mention something that about we could play a role in the next HOH. So I'm going to head over to CBS, figure out what that is, and I'll put it in the description box if you're interested in finding out what that role will be. And at this point, I'm done talking about the episode. So if you don't want to hear who won the endurance competition, I told you it was going to be an endurance. I told you. You know, it just seemed like it was time for it. So anyway, leave, because I'm going to say who won. Danielle won the HOH. I am excited about this for one reason only. The fact that she is fired up to get Rachel out of the house. Either Rachel or Brendan, it doesn't matter, I guess, to her. But so I'm loving that it's finally going to cause turmoil in the house. Someone's really going to, you know, make their major move and their play. And I think that this is where the game is really going to start. I really do. I really, really do. So I'm really excited about what's going to happen in the next couple of weeks. And I guess that's it for now. I will be back more than likely tomorrow with the nominations as a spoiler. And then I will be back Saturday to tell you who won the POV. So I will see you tomorrow. Have a good one, you guys. Good night.